4 for 7 outside the three-point line, but they have committed 6 turnovers already in the first quarter.
Well, I just think they came out complacent, and Andre Lamanis, the coach, is all over that. But if you're going to come out complacent against the Hawks on their home court, they'll beat you. Doesn't matter with top versus bottom. Got a great crowd here to get behind. This is a mismatch. Ayende, take him off the dribble, baby. Oh, good defensive effort by the big fella.
Oscar Foreman, that's good. Late in the shot clock, Oscar Foreman's got 12 already in the game.
Well, that's probably why he's gone with Boucher and Vakona, just to curtail Oscar Foreman's scoring. This is a big mismatch here.
Boucher comes up short on his hook shot. Reese Martin pushes it up on the break. Back to Oscar Foreman. Well, when you're that hot, you ought to be looking at shooting that one. Davison for 3. That's off the mark. Mika Vakona tips it to a teammate in Jackson.
Well, better defensive transition from the New Zealand Breakers. You know, if Oscar had a shot that ball, Steve, it would have been contested by Vakona, so good defensive transition. But look how congested the paint is with both Boucher and Vakona out there. Free run at the offensive rebound, though.
Vakona gets the man-sized rebound. Gets it to Jackson. And he slows it down. Pledger against the smaller Foreman. Jackson tries to get to the rim, but the congested lane is giving him some trouble.
Yeah, playing Boucher and Vakona together, I'd be sagging in the paint all night. I'd be telling the guys to just sag in.
Ubaka with the floater as he experiments in the paint. Got all the time in the world. 7 turnovers to nothing. You see on the bottom of your screen. Vakona, another turnover. Hawks just packing the lane. Ubaka.
We're gonna shoot that.
Hawks turn it down and get a ball reversal. Davison loses the handle, but it goes to Ubaka. Shot clock down to 4. Finds his way and gets the score.
What a great move.
Creative.
This change of pace got all the way. That's something the Hawks have done all year. There's nobody else on this team that can get into the paint like that. I think this is going the Hawks' way.
Fouls on. Is that on Dylan Boucher?
This could be an upset in the making, Steve.
Hawks up by 10. Points in the paint. Wollongong are dominating in just about every statistical category.
But when you turn the ball over that many times, you turn the ball over, you're going to tell your team to run, and that's going to result in points in the paint. Hawks have hardly had any points in the paint all year. They don't have post-up players. They're all perimeter players, but they're getting some nice, easy baskets because of the turnovers.
Dabbling the hot man, Oscar Foreman. Martin catch and shoot. That rims out.
Another wide open look. Breakers dodge a bullet.
Breakers have yet to score here in the second. 3 minutes.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Pass goes in for 3 points.
Oh. And Andre, that brings a smile to Andre's face. Not the Hawks fans, but certainly mine.
It's one way of breaking the drought. Ubaka kisses one off the window. Gets his floater to go. And responds to the lucky pass that turns into a 3 for Jackson.
And that was a big-time penetration by Ubaka. Great composure. I really like him, Stevie. I think you already know there's a play. We've talked about it before. He can score, he can create, but I think in a close game, that's something the Hawks have needed all year in the close games. They haven't been able to finish a close game, so they've got a finisher out there in Ubaka if the game's close.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Those guys can create something out of nothing late in the shot clock. The teams that have that have the advantage. Daryl Corletto left alone outside the three-point line again.
Yeah,
he's got 4 threes.
Well, Ubaka's got to fight over that screen. You just can't let Corletto. He's just feeling it. He hit his first 3 shots. As soon as he comes into the game, you've got to be all over him.
Tyson Demos in rhythm. He rattles his first one rattled out. And that's what he needs to do. He is tenacious on the defensive end. He's got to be a knockdown shooter, though.
Yeah, he can't catch and shoot, Steve. He's got to become more consistent.
Good defense by Wollongong. Mika Vakona knocked off balance, had nowhere to go.
And we saw Matt Campbell have 17 points 2 weeks ago. And with you backer on the floor, there'll be more open looks for guys like Tyson Demos and Matt Campbell.
Foreman down into Larry Davison. He misses the sitter.
Larry Davison's got to finish that 7-footer under the rim.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Jackson.
Well, this is a mismatch down low now. Expect a turnaround jumper here.
Wilkinson gets into the middle, but reach-in foul by Ayinda Ubaka. Get another look. And gets him along the right arm. Wilkinson.
Well, this is a pretty good lineup New Zealand's got here with Corletto shooting the ball so well. Obviously, CJ's seeing some more minutes than he normally does on the bench, but you just know, come finals time or the game's tight, I've got CJ Brute out on that floor.
You know, late in CJ's career, he's had some big games, of course. He's quite happy if his team's playing well to play a lesser role. Then, as soon as it comes into the big shot territory, he's one of the best the league's ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Oscar Foreman left alone. Daryl Corletto of the other end. Oscar Foreman has 15 points. Well, so does Daryl Corletto.
Well, look at Coach Andre Lamar. He's just glaring at Wilkinson, saying, well, you got to wake up. Just glaring. Expect him to come out, I reckon. Unless he's putting points on the board, because he's given up points.
Mika Vakona, who's gotten a lot better at stroking that medium-range jump shot.
Yeah, Andre Lamar, he's yelling at Wilkinson right there.
Ubaka. Oh, nice defense. Gets the block. I like this matchup between these two guys. Wilkinson. Tough shot off the glass.
Andre wants the three-point play. There was a push there when he shot it. But that's what keeps Wilkinson on the floor. He's just a scoring machine. But you don't want to trade baskets. As a coach, you want to get an edge. You want a player to score, but you want to get stops as well.
Conrad turns the corner. That should count if it went.
Geez, that's a soft call. I thought Abercrombie running backwards, a light touch there.
Timeout on the floor. New Zealand Breakers getting back into it, but Wollongong, pesky, won't get them the edge.
The Queensland Government Building Boost grant has been extended until April 30. First home buyers can still get a $17,000 boost. Go to qld.gov.au/boost to apply. Authorised by the Queensland Government, Brisbane.
Car insurance due? Pay less with Budget Direct or get $100. You could save a shipload.
Budget Love. Budget Direct car insurance.
He's getting a flare pick. When he passes, he comes up, you got to play on this side. You got to make him curl. You play on the inside, you're going to get hit. So you got to get on his hip. Make him curl. If he curls to the basket, you can switch. Okay? No problem. If not, you flare with the guy. Okay? We good? First play, here we go, fist again. Okay, Timmy, you got to get out of that corner quick. Here we go. Hawks, 1, 2, 3. We're pressing up here.
Brendan, there's the adjustment for Corletto.
Yeah, he's talking about, for all the folks at home, when he passes the ball, he's receiving what's Gordy referred to as a flare screen, probably easier to back screen. And I mentioned it earlier, your back has got to stay right on his hip. He can't play loose or he's going to get hit and force Corletto to go to the rim. Now, he talked about switching with the big. I don't know if I like that, but the big probably should drop and bump him and then go back to his man, let the big catch. But the danger of that is that if you've got Oscar Foreman or you've got Larry Davis, if they drop, then they're looking at a three-point shot. So, you know, Wilkinson setting that screen. He's looking for a three-point shot.
Conrad missed that one bad. It was very short. Misses two. He's an 85% free throw shooter. That's rare. Missed opportunity for the Hawks.
Well, also, Cedric Jackson hasn't got any assists. The paint's been congested. Normally, he's just killing teams with penetration, but it's very congested.
Abercrombie trying to loosen up the Hawks' defense.
That's way too easy. Oh, he dodged the bullet.
Abercrombie sticks with it as Catron got it clean.
Well, when you switch, you know, Catron, I'm pretty sure, was guarding Abercrombie there and just lost sight of him on the offensive rebound, and he just snuck in there for that layup.
Conrad with Abercrombie on his Oscar Foreman from Andre Lamannas just cannot believe
defense. You know, you've got to know, the guy's on fire. He's got 18 points, I think, now in the first half. You ain't going to sink in. Lamannas is going to kick the chair.
He's not killing him by putting it on the floor.
No, that's not his strength, but that's the difference in the game. Right now is Oscar Foreman scoring freely. Take that away, New Zealand's probably in front.
C.J. Bruton checks into the game. He'll come in for Cedric Jackson. Andre Lamannas wants to talk to his troops about the hot shooting Oscar Foreman. He's got 18 points. He's a perfect 4 for 4 outside the three-point line, and he's 7 of 9 all up.
Well, you talk about high IQ now. The Breakers are pretty experienced. Dakota's pretty experienced. It really surprised me when that ball went in that he just left Oscar Foreman. You know, right now, the way he's feeling, you only want to leave him, a foot, so to speak. And he's gonna get that off. But that was like 2 meters away.
No doubt about that. Normally, like you say, Mika Vukona plays with a high basketball IQ, and knowing who you can leave on help defense and who you just stay home on. I mean, stay home on with an arm bar right in his chest.
Well, New Zealand, Oscar Foreman played with New Zealand. They know he hits a few shots. He's feeling good. He's going to be going for the night. The big thing you've got to do with Oscar is not let him get easy baskets early in the game. And as you mentioned, make him put the ball to the floor. It's not a strength of his. It's a turnover waiting to happen. I don't know, Steve. That'd be in the scouting report.
And top 3 scorers for both teams. But look at the top scorers. Oscar Foreman and Daryl Corletto putting on a shooting clinic at the moment.
And that's a lot of points for a half, especially a 40-minute game. There's some breakdowns out there coming. Here we go again. Here's a mismatch, Corletto.
He wants Vukona down low. Oscar Foreman on him. Makes a strong move, but comes up short. Saville grabs the rebound, flat-footed.
Oh, turnover coming in. Sam's got to give that up early. That's not a foul. That's good defense.
It was. He was retreating. Vukona
come on.
Misses another layup. He wanted to pass that.
Can't get it any easier than that. Wow.
Corletto that time gets out to Foreman. Saville loses his footing. And that's a turnover. That'll go to New Zealand. Not much you can say when you make a move like that.
Like the last 2 plays, Sav's just tried to take his man off the dribble. He ain't going to get that done against Chewbacca. Maybe a few years ago, but not right now. He's better off moving it, coming off some screens, and then looking to penetrate. I'll have to have a talk to him next week.
Well, you definitely got great service out of Glenn Saville in your finals appearances.
Well, he's an absolute gem of a bloke too to coach, but great all-round player. Probably one of the most versatile players ever played in the NBL.
Dylan Boucher with the tip.
Now that's the danger, Steve. If you're going to sag off Dylan Boucher or McCona, they're going to get a run at the offensive rebound. And they're the little things. He's got such a high IQ that he will bring to the game for the New Zealand Breakers. Look at him up and in on defensively on Foreman. I'd be really surprised if Foreman gets an open look against Dylan Boucher.
Catron off of a Saville pass, and he drills it. Hawks have had all the answers here in the first half. They're up by 7. 1:30 to go until halftime.
Hawks are playing very good basketball.
Jackson, dribble penetration to Thomas Abercrombie. He comes up short. Foreman with the board against his old team.
And don't you hate that as a guard, getting in there and getting the guy wide open and he doesn't finish?
Foreman's got a look. Bang!
Come on, Dylan!
Dylan Boucher a little late. Too late.
I can't believe it.
21 points for Oscar Foreman. He's a perfect 5 for 5 outside the three-point line.
Andre Lamar's can't believe it either. Huge breakdown by the Breakers.
Boucher misses the layup.
And fouls.
Did the great pump fake. Got rid of all the D.
I'm just looking at the body language of some of the Breakers. Andre mentioned in his timeout that you got to make it happen. It's just not going to happen. I'll tell you now, they need to pick up their game or they're going down tonight.
Ubaka brings it up with a 10-point lead. Hesitates. Gets it to Saville. He's got a good look. Comes up short. Catron working his way on the offensive rebound. Put back. Hawks have scored the last 5. Make that 7.
Well, the Breakers normally do little things to win games. Again, Wilkinson didn't block out Catron there. Not easy offensive rebound. They're not doing the things that they normally do to win these games.
CJ with a ball fake. CJ with 1 second left on the shot clock. Comes up with the steal. And he runs out of time. CJ Bruton with the late